So one of the highlights of the week for all of us was the response of the people who were recipients of the houses that we built. I think particularly this year, much more so than previous years, people responded so beautifully with heartfelt, deeply moving expressions of thanks. One family in particular gave all of us a wonderful fruit, strawberry and peach basket, or actually a crate, and it was a lot of love and care was put into that, and they spoke with tears in their eyes about how grateful they were to be given a new home. So I think all of us were really gratified and deeply moved. That made it all worthwhile, put it all in perspective for us.
What I enjoyed very much this trip was the additional food distributions that we did. Food distribution is a great opportunity to see the faces and shake the hands of the people that we are affecting. And so this year we did 4 distributions instead of 1 or 2, and it was a great experience. The building obviously was as last year's terrific experience, and seeing so many grateful people for new homes that they couldn't imagine they would have ever gotten before.
While we were in Guatemala, one of the biggest highlights for me was visiting this man named Fido and his ministry in the dumps of Guatemala City, where he ministers to people who collect recyclables among all the trash of the city. And the amazing part of the story is that Fido came back from living as one of those people to serving them, even though he had the opportunity to go elsewhere in life. And that just really, really struck me, because we gave this week something that was pretty easy to give, that was pretty close to being in our comfort zone. We didn't have to step very far. But I want to take back with me the challenge that this world could have so much of an impact of Christ if we lived in the way Fido and the Apostle Paul and so many other Christians live, to give to the point where it hurts and it's a sacrifice, but also to show Christ's love in a way that is totally radical and is very similar to his own sacrifice that he made on the cross.
The generosity of the people there blows my mind. There was this woman that we met that in the beginning of the week she had a goat around her property, and then at the end of the week we noticed that it wasn't there. So then we asked her where the goat went, and she said she sold it. And then we asked if she got a fair price for it, and she said no. I said, why? And she said she wanted to help out these people that just moved from another country to Guatemala, I think it was El Salvador, and they had less than her. So one of the people that we built a house for that has pretty much nothing decides to give her goat for a really cheap price to a family who needs it more. So that really blew my mind.
I was very hesitant to go to Guatemala just because of my age and etc., but I am so glad that I went. It was such an eye-opening experience. The poverty of these people that we worked with was just unbelievable, and making their homes for them and seeing them cry at dedication was just heart-wrenching.
This past week in Guatemala, we got to see extreme poverty. We got to see things that we normally don't see. But throughout this week, we saw pure joy that the people had, and then we got to see the light of Jesus Christ being shown to them in every way we do. And we hope to bring that home to us, to have more compassion and understanding for other people around us.